Everyone moving to Boise is looking at Meridian first because that's the safe move and that's what everybody talks about. But what most buyers don't realize is there is a group of people quietly making a completely different decision. They're buying in Nampa, Idaho, and not because it's cheaper, although that is a plus, but because for the right buyer, it's actually a smarter move. Now, I've seen both sides of this play out, and if you don't understand the trade-offs here, you can easily make the wrong call. And there's one specific type of buyer where Nampa isn't just better financially, it actually wins long-term. I'll break that down at the end, so stick around. Now, if we haven't met, I'm Brent Hansen. I run the City of Trees real estate team. We help people relocate to Boise every single week. And we've helped a lot of buyers make the exact same decision we're talking about today. This isn't just theory, this is what's actually happening right now. So let's start with the obvious, which is price. Nampa is definitely cheaper than Boise. But don't brush that off because the gap right now is real. We're talking about $80,000 to $100,000 difference for a very similar home. Same size, same layout, same lifestyle on paper. Now, let's translate that. That's about $500 to $600 every single month based on today's mortgage rate. And this is where it becomes real life. That's just not saving money, that's paying off debt, creating more breathing room, a better lifestyle. I have literally had clients change how they live because of that one difference. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting because price alone isn't the reason people are choosing Nampa. It's what that price unlocks. More space, bigger lots, more flexibility, and in North Nampa specifically, you get new construction. And that looks very similar to Meridian, but for less money. But here's where most people hesitate. They think Nampa is worse. And let me tell you, that thinking is outdated because what's happening right now is exactly what happened in Meridian years ago. Now I'm talking about growth. Builders are moving there, buyers are moving there, and demand is shifting. And when that happens, guess what? Prices follow. Now, think about it this way. You're not just choosing a house, you're choosing timing. Do you want something already built and priced high or something still growing with some upside? Now, let's take a pause here because if you're trying to figure out which area actually fits your lifestyle, that's what we do every single day. We map out the lifestyle first, then match you to the right areas. Now, let's talk about the trade-offs because this is where the decision gets real. First, commute. Nampa is definitely farther. If you're driving into Boise every single day, you're adding time, like serious time, and that actually matters. Now, when we talk about schools, Meridian does have the edge overall, and that is just being real, but there are areas of Nampa that feed into the same districts. You just have to know where. Now, here is where it gets interesting. This is the part that most people don't think through. Lifestyle. Nampa feels more like Idaho. Less polished, less perfect, more real, more space, less congestion, and less pressure. Now, for a lot of people, that's exactly why they're moving here. And lastly, let's get to the most important part. Who should actually buy in Nampa? Because this is where most people get it wrong. If you're working remotely and you're not commuting every day, you're focused on long-term financial flexibility, Nampa isn't the cheaper option. It's the smarter one for someone like you. That extra $600 a month, it definitely compounds, but if you're commuting daily or schools are your top priority, Meridian probably wins in this scenario. So here is the bottom line. Nampa is not a downgrade. It's a different strategy, and for the right buyer, it puts you ahead. Now, if you want help figuring out which part of Nampa actually makes sense, just text me and I will help you directly find the right spot in Nampa. We'll show you exactly where to look now and where not to look.